Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Jaleesa. We are going to do a tarot reading today on Will Smith. Now, it's been talked to death about Will Smith and his magic moment there at the Oscars. But what I want to read about is he being abused? And that's not being discussed. So I want to take a look to see what we're going to take a look at Will Smith, we're going to take a look at Jada, we're going to take a look at their marriage. So, I'm going to shuffle, pull some cards, and see what comes out. First, I'm going to use the Visions in the Liminal Space. You can find it on their website. So, let's do... Can I get a card for Will Smith? Energy follows intention. Oof, man, does that sound very on point. If any of you watched the actual video of Will Smith, you know, smacking whatever his name is, I can't think of his name at the moment. When he made the joke, Chris, I think his name is Chris Rock or something like that. When he made a joke about Jada's hair, Will Smith initially laughed. And then when he looked over at Jada and saw how angry she was, that's when he reacted. So, I definitely feel like that's a thing for him. Now, maybe he's just a follower, or maybe, I don't know. We'll keep going. Let's take a look. Get a card for Jada. Hand in hand. I'll see what that one means. And then we'll get a card for their marriage. We have life is beautiful, life is meaningful. So maybe their relationship is happening for a reason. Maybe Will Smith has to learn a life lesson, or maybe Jada does. Apologize if you see my light going a little wonky. I normally don't like to use light. I like to use daylight, but it's kind of crappy weather here. So I want to take a look at hand in hand. What's nice is that they have it in order. Hand in hand says, when feeling alone in this uncertain place, you may visit the veil, the archway between life and death, present and past, where lost things go to wait a finding. For you two are sometimes one of those lost things, and those times you belong among them. What you seek is seeking you, even the seemingly impossible. The sheer power of your longing cannot resurrect the dead in this realm, but it can awaken them and call them close. Your yearning passes through the veil by speaking the language of the invisible, and for a moment, those on the other side hold your hand when you need it most. So maybe Jada doesn't realize her power in all of this. I know that was a very positive message. I'm not doubting that Jada has positivity surrounding her. What I am saying is that I feel like Jada doesn't realize the power of her words and the power that she projects onto others. And that could be causing more negative reactions in other people. I like the life is beautiful, life is meaningful. Like I said, it could be that they're meant to have a very meaningful relationship. Could mean that Will Smith is meant to learn some type of maybe karmic cycle with this relationship, or maybe Jada is, or maybe they're twin flames. I hate using that term. I'm not a fan of the whole twin flame thing. Let's see here. I'm gonna do some tarot cards. Oh. And then we'll do some oracle. Gosh, I have the hardest time shuffling this deck. This is the Enchanted Forest Tarot. It's mass market. It's easy to find. And normally I'll sit on my bed and shuffle this and have no issues. But the moment I want to do it on camera, it's a problem. So let's pull some cards for Will. Oh my goodness, this one wants to come out too. Well, I'll leave it in reverse. It's the 9 of Swords. Challenges, yes, it's Swords. Sorry, these ones have different words for the suits and different words for the major arcana. So if you see me referencing, that's why. So we have the 9 of Swords in reverse and the 2 of Cups here. Boons or cups. Oh no, I'm sorry. Pentacles. Boons or pentacles. I apologize. So he might have, when he's trying to balance out his physical world, he could be resisting that balance, or he could be having severe anxiety about that, like real anxiety. Sometimes with the 9 of Swords in the upright, we're manifesting anxiety, or it's like on the precipice of anxiety, but we're not actually per se feeling it, or it's not actually anxiety, or it's not actually nightmares. Whereas in the reverse, I feel like it's real nightmares, real anxiety. Like he could be living his nightmare. 2 of Pentacles could also mean having to choose between his self and Jada, and that could be causing him to really feel a mental struggle here, like beyond a mental struggle. Like this, I feel like this is definitely something where that 9 of Swords in reverse could tell me possibly being an abusive relationship. But let's take a look at Jada. Tell me about Jada, please. 2 of Swords. Can I get another card for Jada? And the Ace of Cups. When I'm looking at this card, I'm not seeing like the 2 swords. Obviously, this is a different interpretation of the 2 of Swords. What I am seeing is her looking at herself. Like, is she mentally healthy? Is she okay with herself? Does she love herself? Or with that Ace of Cups here, does she love herself too much that she destroys other relationships around her? Does she look does she seem very highly, does she look very highly upon herself? Is she vain? That's the word I was looking for. Is she vain? Does she care more about what she wants and her decisions and her mentality over all else? Maybe she doesn't seem to care how she affects other people. Or this could be truly the 2 of Swords and the Ace of Cups, where she's choosing between one lover over the other, because there's 2 men here. So obviously we know that Jada has cheated, and her and Will are still together in the public eye that we're aware of, I guess. I don't really keep up with celebrity gossip too much, but I find it interesting that she got that 2 of Swords. Let's take a look at their marriage. Can I get 2 cards for Will Smith and Jada's marriage? I got 3 cards. Okie dokie. We have the Seeker. Is that the Knight? Like I said, this is one of my learning decks for the year. And they have a beautiful guidebook. Of course, my cards have to go all wonky. A beautiful guidebook. It's absolutely stunning. But I need to know Of course, they don't have what I'm looking for. Child is page. Seeker is knight. Weaver is queen. Keeper is king. Okay. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, which you cannot see. That's great. The Knight of Pentacles. The World card. Their marriage is coming to an end. Or it's already at the end. And the Nine of Wands. A lot of defensive energy with this marriage. A lot of I can't handle being in the marriage, or I can't handle being with someone in the marriage. The Knight tells me that it's slow moving. Maybe Will, since this card is underneath Will's side, it could be that he's overly patient to the point where it is negatively impacting him. And she has that Nine of Spells or Nine of Wands underneath her, which could indicate that she is maybe aggressively defensive, trying to heal herself, trying to pick herself up, trying to deal with whatever it is that she's going through. In that middle, we have that World card is coming to an end. There's no doubt in my mind that we will see a divorce between Will Smith and Jada in the future. I have a feeling she's going to be choosing a new love over whatever he is struggling through right now. I do not directly see abuse, but that does not mean abuse isn't happening. Let's see. I'm going to see if my Oracle deck, that's a little honest, too honest, or just isn't aware that it's supposed to be. We have car. Anyways, let's okay. So we have car, overdose, accidental or intentional, and murder. We may see possible suicide or suicide attempt when this relationship is said and done. Not really sure on who. It could be an overdose of unhealthiness within the relationship. A car can mean movement, moving on, moving elsewhere. Murder could be obviously the end of the relationship. There's no going back from it. You can't go back from murder, right? Once you do it, it's done. So I have a feeling that once this relationship has come to a complete end, we're not going to see them get back together. We're not going to see them reconcile. We're not going to see them be lovey-dovey and happy and, in their golden years and whatnot. Yeah, let's pull some advice. Let's do the Intuit Oracle. I really like this Oracle. Oh. So let's do the Intuit Oracle. And we are going to get some advice for Will and Jada. Can we have some advice for Will and Jada? Like I said, there is no proof of abuse here. It does not mean that abuse isn't happening. Let's get 3 cards for advice for Will Smith and Jada. We have Wheel of Fortune, Fate, Karma, Cycles, Forces of the Universe, Destiny, Synchronicity, Get What You Deserve is out of your hands. Like I said, I did say that I feel like this might be a karmic relationship of some kind, a destiny-made relationship, something that both of them or one of them was meant to go through. I feel like Will Smith is the one that's kind of suffering the most right now with the criticism. But there's a lot of backlash on Jada as well. So everybody's going through something, right? Let's get 2 more cards, please. Child, beginnings, innocent, brand new, creativity, spontaneous, carefree, inexperienced, tender, new perspective, boy. This could be like a child, like in the relationship, the inability to be mature about certain aspects. It could be just too far gone. It could also mean the start of a new relationship for one of them. As far as I know, Will Smith is not dating anybody, but that doesn't mean, you know, he could be good at hiding it. I don't know. But we do know that Jada was seeing somebody else. So we could see the new start of a relationship for her. Let's get one more card, please. Queen of Earth, which is usually the Queen of Pentacles. A year from now, during the spring, April 22nd through May 21st. So this could be, we could see something happening now, April 22nd through May 21st. It could happen a year from now or the rest of spring, which lasts until the middle of June. We have the ruling planet, which is Venus. We have stable, stubborn, strong, possessive, persevering, down to earth, sensual, physical, prosperous. I mean, here we have a little bit of control issues, maybe with the possessiveness. I did see that stubbornness here, with the Knight of Pentacles. It's also associated with being stubborn. Persevering the relationship, even though it's obviously coming to an end. We have sensual or physical. We did have physical bodies, physical, and then potentially choosing between 2 men here. I did like the fact that this was a mirror. So she could be staying with Will because of the way it looks. It looks better for her image. It looks better for Hollywood, etc., etc. Whereas she really wants to be with somebody else. And this person has a backpack on. So she might want to travel with this person. She might want to get away with this person. You may see her vacationing with this person. I'm going to use one more Oracle deck for closing. This is my own personal deck. Get some cards. Oh, we got Just Sex. Walk Away. I'm sorry, my cards aren't looking very pretty at the moment. And Open Relationship. Well, that's a new perspective we haven't looked at. It's the fact that they may have an open relationship and we not know it, or people are being too harsh and judgmental about it. I mean, here I was looking to see if Will Smith was being abused because we just don't know, right? We're not in that relationship. So we could be seeing, you know, she just wants one thing from this other person. But the walk away, I mean, the ending of the relationship is here. He's really struggling. She wants to make a decision and go towards new love. So I have a feeling we're going to be seeing the ending of their marriage and the start of her creating something new. I have a feeling he is going to be kind of wonky and all over the place, but will eventually work through it. Energy follows intention. I hope he takes that as advice, and as long as he is following the energy, positive, trying to stay focused on other things, not letting the past destroy the future, as long as he stays energetically positive, I think he's going to be okay. But I guess we'll see how this unfolds. Thank you so much for watching. If you would, I would appreciate a thumbs up so my video gets out there a little bit more. And if you have any requests, feel free to drop them down in the description. Yeah, the description. In the comments below. I will try to link all of the decks I used down below. And thank you again for watching.